Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I'm going to do part 2 in Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon. And we are coloring the royal bird here. And today we're going to be working on his bottom part here, and we're going to be doing it in the pink tones. Yesterday we did the blue and the purple on his eyes. And the only thing I did off camera after I finished the work on the last video was I darkened a little bit more around his eyes with the indigo pencil and then darkened a little bit up here, leaving these little tips white. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the background, but whatever the background is going to kind of blend in with that. Then I'll have to go over a Pasco pen and get those white again. But that's the way it goes. Now I'm going to go ahead and, because this Victorian velvet is absolutely perfect match to the pink tones I'm going to be using, I'm going to use it as a base coat down here on the bottom, so then I can go over it with pencils and make it easier for myself. So I'm just going to ink up the mini distress ink tool. This is the round one with the ink. I will also be using the mini detail tool. That's what this one is actually called. And any little tiny spots that I need to get to, I will be using this. We'll also be using some of this pink up here in his crown that you can't see right now. It's because I have it set up just to do the bottom here. And all I'm going to do as normal, if I can get it like this, is I'm only inking the one portion of this pad. And I'm going to be using that to draw around with, basically kind of like I use a marker, but only on that one corner. And we're just going to bring in some of that pink, go around the curve here, and bring it down into the picture. I know that is hard to see with the camera, but this is the only way I can do it, filming-wise. Really no easier way to get it to come down for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it up to the edges, and then we're just going to go in and color in the whole area here. Just kind of at the top and kind of being like a V shape. Okay. I do have a plastic mat here that I probably should use so it doesn't get down on all the other pages. So I'm just going to rub that in. Leave a highlighted area here for his chest. But just a very, 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 very light, no ink on it coverage there. And after I colored it, if I want to come back in and do any more inking, I will. The crown will come later, so I'm going to put the ink away. And we'll bring in the colored pencils for this. So we have the black raspberry, clay rose, Hanna might come in, Hanna might not. And the other two pencils, Rosy Beige and light pink. I will put the numbers down below in the description box. And then I will just start coloring. So we're going to start with the black raspberry. And I'm going to bring you down. Gotta try to bring you down a little closer so you can see this. Okay, I'll start over here on this side. We're just going to bring it in. Each one of these is like a feather or a draping. I'm not sure which, but they all have little flowers on them. I'm going to darken it up at the top and then just bring it down very lightly. on each of these little scallop. So if it's next to another piece and there should be a shadow there because this one's laying over it, then I'll just give that one a little darker area there and then just blend it out. I'll leave these little things for now. I don't know what to call all this stuff that they put on these birds. They're not really feathers, but they're, they're birds, so they should have feathers. The fluffy stuff is, I'm calling fluffy stuff. It probably has a technical term. I just don't know what it is. And this almost looks like a cape he's wearing down here on the bottom, but I'm assuming it's his chest with feathers on it. Okay, so I'm just going to be going around on all of them doing this. So I'll get to the center here, and then I'll do the next step. How far down can I go? So I hope everybody's doing well. I have to figure out a background for this picture, and I have to decide on his beak. I can either do his beak in purple and blues, or I can bring in the yellows and oranges for his beak. I haven't decided yet. We're going to go in now with the clay rose, and we're just going to lay it down and blend in to that color. And you'll notice that these two colors, the Victorian Velvet and this color, are pretty darn close. So that'll be nice when I go over it again with my ink. If I miss any spots. And I guess these little flower things, I'm going to have to do something with those. I could do stickles in them, I guess. It'd be real shiny. But he's a royal bird, so he could use a bit of sparkle, huh? So watched a little bit of coloring with Sammy this morning. She got some happy mail. And if you watched her channel, and of course Dee Dee's the other day, that is the book that I ordered for myself. It's very, very pretty. they keep talking about the paper in it, and I'm a little worried about that, but let's do a test drive on the paper in the back. Okay. So then when we get them colored, we just go back in with the darker and darken it up again. In any areas that we want to. Leaving some light for the darkest parts. The darkest. Just using light pressure on this and just building the color up on top. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, we'll just keep coloring all of these the same way until I get to the other side. I'm going to do that off camera so you don't have to watch hours of me coloring these little guys in. Okay, for the little tassels that are coming down, I'm going to use the Hanna. And like I said, I will leave the names and numbers of the pencils in the description box below. And then we'll bring in a little of the light peach. And then just blend that together. And that's how I'll do those little guys. And I might add some of the stickles on there after the picture's done. I'm going to add a little of that down here on the bits and pieces too. So what I'll do is I'll finish this side over here and get all this done for you, and then I will be back. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we are back, and we done the little bottom of them and got that finished, and I just kind of left it with the Distress ink in the center here because I want it light like I did his forehead up here. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to go up here and figure out the crown part of it. I'm thinking doing his little thing here in purple or green, and I haven't made up my mind. Still haven't figured out the beak yet. So I figured, I know how to do a crown. I know what colors I'm going to use, so we'll start with that. So we are going to bring in some of the green tones in the band here, and then we're going to go gold up, and all the gems are going to be done probably in the stickles, but the work here is going to be in the gold. So I will go ahead and get out the green set of pencils, and like I said, I will always leave the links to all the numbers down in the description box, so I'll read you their names. So we have the one pencil missing. There we go. Moss green, green ochre, pale sage, putty, beige, and we brought in an artichoke the last time I was doing something. And I think we will go with the artichoke and the green ochre here and see what we can get color-wise on the rim up here. So I'm going to turn the book a little bit, and I'm going to bring you down a little lower. Okay, and we're just going to go in with the green ochre over here on the side. And it's kind of got a goldish hue to it. And we'll go on the side too. I don't know how gold this is going to look, so darker on the edges and then just very, very lightly bringing some of that color toward the center. And we're going to do that up here on this one too. And on this side. And then we're going to bring in some of the Canary Yellow and brighten up a little space in here. Kind of going over the green that I just put down and bringing it out. Kind of into the center there. Okay, then I have a little bit of sand. And that's the color of this pencil. I'm going to bring that in too. And then I'm going to bring in a little bit of, it is the orange I use. And I don't know what color it is because it's inside of the pencil thingy. And it's really small. But off camera I will take it out and I'll leave it in the description box. And I'm just going to add some of that here and there to kind of give it a more gold tone. And we're kind of getting to gold color. Can add a little bit more of the Canary Yellow here. It's okay if it goes down in this area because it's all going to be colored too. I need to find a brown tone. Sorry, those make a lot of noise. So, I'm going to find the pencil case. And we are going to try to find my chocolate brown. Would go really well in that. I should probably pause the video because finding one pencil in this case is it's a task. They're not in order, of course, and my brown pencil is the tiniest pencil too, so sorry, I'm gonna have to set it down because these pencils aren't. There we go. This must be it. Yep. Chocolate. Okay. So we're going to take the chocolate on the corner here and bring it in a little bit. I like that color. And we'll add that in. Then we're going to go for a kind of a metal look, I guess. We're not exactly going for gold. I don't know how to make it gold, but we'll get a metal tone out of this. Okay. A little bit more of the orange on this side. That's looking pretty good. Then I will go ahead and use that going up on the top of his crown too. So we'll start on the one side here. If I can get you down a little closer and tilt the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, now I've got the camera down, and I just added a tiny little black here in the corners to darken it up on the edges here. Just like that. There will be a little lip here, so I don't care if I gone out of the lines a little bit, it's no big deal. I will be inking out here anyway. So we're going to go ahead and work up on the pieces that come up, I guess you call them. So I'm just going to go in with the Canary Yellow very lightly and lay some of that down, kind of in the highlighted areas. And I'll go ahead and do that in this piece over here too. So you'll get one that's flat and one that's forward. And then I will go up on this part. And just getting some of that color down. Alright, then we'll go into the next color. And I did find a larger orange pencil, and it's actually yellowed orange. So I'm going to put a little of that. I'm assuming all these are little gems in his crown. So we'll go around some of those, and then we'll put some of that in the secondary type highlighted areas. It's okay if I go into the gem area too. Those will be probably done in the stickles or something. Gel pens. Okay, then we'll go up here, add it into the yellow in some spots. It'll be darker under here. Okay, kind of look like a hot mess right now, doesn't it? We'll go in with a little bit of Spanish orange. Kind of blend those two colors together. And then I will go in with the chocolate. And we'll darken in some areas here. There are probably lots of tutorials that you could watch on doing metals. I'm sure there are a lot more people actually know how to do it. I just kind of eyeball the color I want. So the chocolate goes on top of the other colors, and that gives it a really nice color there. But if you want a true tone of gold, just search for coloring gold in the search on the YouTube channel. You'll come up with some people who actually make it look exactly like gold. I get very impressed with watching other people color. It's just fun for me. Okay, so then we will go in now with a little bit of orange. And just kind of lay it down. It's going over the chocolate. Okay, and then we're going to go back over with the Canary Yellow. Basically, I'll just keep working at it until it resembles some kind of metal. So back in with some oranges. This is the yellow to orange. And then back in with the chocolate. I'm going to try to give a shadow here. So it's just very lightly going over the other color. Push a little harder if you want it darker in some areas. And yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing. So it's a little hard to talk when I'm trying to figure out a color in my head here. And I will keep going back over to make sure that it all kind of looks cohesive together. But basically, we're just going to be adding the colors on top of each other. Going back between the oranges, the browns, and the yellows. Sorry, I'm not talking again. Then we'll just go in here and blend in, press a little harder with the yellow. And just get that all blended together. And it's bright yellow and you want to just tone it down a little bit, so just bring in one of the oranges. You do want the highlight though. You could also bring in either the gold or the bronze pencils that they have in the set and add a little bit of that in here. They are metallic, so I don't add too much, but if you want to put a little bit in there, you definitely can. You can also do the whole crown in either watercolors in gold, or you could do it in gel pens in gold. That'd be pretty. But since I decided to do it in pencil, I'll be sitting here for the rest of the day while you guys are waiting for the next piece of this video. I will be coloring it all, the whole crown in. Remember, back behind here is going to be pink. Oh, that's an end. That must be the curve that comes over. Okay. And then we just bring in all the colors again. So you just keep at it until you like the color you got. And like I said, I don't mind if I get color into these things. They're gems. They're going to reflect the color that's around them anyway. So I try to be careful, but I'm not going to get upset if I goofed it up a little bit. And I think I need a little more brown in that. The brown and this orange really work nice together. And like I said, it's just over and over, layer on layer, until you get the desired look you want. Okay, so basically that is what we're going for. The whole piece, I do notice that the camera isn't exactly showing what color that is. Let me try to turn on a light. So there's really a little bit more orange going on in here than you're seeing on the camera here. And if you want, you could add a little red in here too. I wouldn't go with the raspberries, but a little orange red might be pretty. Anyway, as I said, I'm just going to keep working on this, and then I will show you what he looks like with his crown done. I will not do the pink. I will come back and show you how I do that. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, guys, we are done with the gold crown. Goldish. Okay, I added a tiny bit of Tuscan Red in here, in these areas, just a little bit to kind of brighten it up because the brown was getting just a bit muddy for me. And like I said, these jewels in here are all going to be glitzed up with either Stickles, which is a glitter glue, or gel pens that have glitter in them. I will be doing this band, his beak, and the lower band around here. And, oh, what I just said, the gems, the band, and his beak. And probably the background and the back of the hat in part 3. This video is getting a bit long and my hand is getting a little tired. So, I hope you've enjoyed parts 1 and 2, and I hope to see you in part 3. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Bye now.